everybody, and welcome to Season 2 of SeeYou Weekly. I'm your host, Mariah Ashley, and I'm here with some beautiful panelists today. Guys, introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Cory.
Hi, I'm Angela.
And I'm Jack.
So guys, it's a new year. It's Season 2. How you guys feeling?
I'm excited. We've got a lot of new things coming up for this.
Mm-hmm.
We got a new layout, so it'll be fun.
I'm here.
Jack is
awesome.
Yes, Jack is here.
Oh, yeah.
Brought you in on the panel. So let's just get right into it. So let's talk about, first of all, Ellen came to campus.
No, she didn't. She didn't.
Sort of. So Ellen makes this big announcement on Twitter, like, "Oh, I got this surprise for you. Meet me on the quad at 3 o'clock." And then everybody's all like, "Okay, yeah, we're gonna be, see."
3 o'clock. What happened at 3 o'clock?
Yeah.
Nothing happened at 3 o'clock.
You're right. So she ends up not coming on time, which is very.
Well,
she's not even there.
Yeah, she's not even there.
Right.
Because I remember, there are very few celebrities I would get excited about to see in person. She's one of them, so I was like, oh. And so when I heard about it, I got excited, and I didn't go to Spanish, so she owes me participation points for that. And I got there at 2 to, take out a good spot, and they're all talking about what's going to go on, and I'm like, she's not even here. So then I left.
I feel like I knew when she said, I have a surprise for you. First of all, I knew she wasn't coming. I just knew it in my heart. I don't know why. I just knew it.
She's got like a show to do.
You know how much security they would have to bring down here?
Exactly. And it was, guys,
She's
it was
not
so,
the president.
It was
But
like,
she's a celebrity.
Yeah, it's real, yeah.
It's Ellen.
She hosts the Oscars, man.
Yeah.
it was like 2 degrees outside that day. First say, I did not
There's
go.
puddles.
And I knew I was not going to go. As soon as she said she was going to be out there, I was like, it's cold. She's not going to be there. And then she made the tweet like, oh, wear a costume and then maybe I'll get you something. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that either. So
She did that like an hour and a half.
Yeah, an hour and a half before that. People went insane for that. I saw a bunch of, Dories and...
I had
Funny
freaking
Nemo
Buddy
stuff
the Elf
out there.
behind me the entire time. And he's
Yeah.
just like, let me get to the front. I'll pay $20 for everyone to get to the front. And then I have 2 girls dressed like they rented out chipmunk costumes and they're like trying to
I
pay
saw
people
them.
to get to the front. And I'm actually like one of the people that's in front of them. So they're trying to push through. It was awful.
They realize they're not making money by
Maybe
being
I
on
sh-
TV, right? Like,
maybe I
that's
should
not-
have just went to get paid. I should just
Then
Yeah,
there's a guy-
apparently.
Then there's a guy in a
Take it out of-
collecting money. Like,
Yeah, you could
To the front.
25.
Right.
Oh, you know what's
There
worse?
was a good 20 people just chilling out in the trees on the quad.
Oh, yeah, I
Someone
saw
tried
that.
to use their dog
Yeah.
to get to the front of the crowd.
Sick 'em.
They're
Wait,
just like,
so-
the dog is cold. He needs to get to the front.
So what was the
one
first of
who
all, what
led
was the
Ellen.
competition for and who won?
Oh, hold up. Okay.
Ooh, a guy
I know
from
who
my
won.
dorm.
Oh, don't tell him. Don't be watching either. I don't know.
Ooh, well, he's there
I
right
was-
now. It's today.
Oh yeah. Well, I just thought it was kind of lame that he. I don't know. There were so many other costumes I thought were
What was
a
he
lot
dressed
better. He was
as?
the Joker, and I'm like, that was 2010. Not to hate on anyone, but I mean, I'm over it. That was been there, done that. Everyone's seen the Joker. Everyone was that for Halloween, and now she gave it to him because of the face paint, and I was like, there was a Dory who had full body paint and a
Yeah.
fin,
First of all,
I
how do you
mean-
get that done in an hour and a half?
right?
Well, I kind of disagree
Who
with that
helped you?
because I know the guy and he's really good with costume makeup. So, I remember seeing him on Halloween for the past 2 years, and it was really good. So the fact that she sent that tweet out maybe an hour or so before she was supposed to be there, the fact that he was able to scram together and make the Joker look like that, just instantly, I thought that was great.
So what exactly did you win?
He won 2 free tickets, and the plane tickets were paid for, and I think the hotel was paid for.
To the Ellen show?
To the Ellen show.
Oh. Okay.
And then all the runner-ups, or the finalists, got $500, I think, Amazon gift cards.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
Wow. So wait, does anybody know the runner-ups? What the runner-ups were? Or?
There was American Hustle,
American Hustle.
Wilson. I loved that one too. That was funny. That was hilarious. There's Buddy the Elf. It's
Buddy
probably the
the
one
Elf.
that paid you, or should have paid you. And then the guy from Ace Ventura was in there.
Oh yeah, that
'Cause
was.
I thought that was hilarious.
Really? I love Ace Ventura. I wish. Okay, maybe I should have went.
I can't remember any of the other ones though.
Oh, it was great. It was when I was standing in the crowd and Jimmy John's came through because someone ordered a sandwich.
Yeah.
And then they also brought a box of free.
Someone ordered a sandwich in the middle of waiting.
Right, but then they also brought a box because they
I'm
knew
in
it
the
was a huge
quad.
event. So they were trying to promote Jimmy John, so they brought the free samples or whatever, and they're passing it out. Oh my god.
I heard that one of the costume stores in Champaign was like raided specifically because that she was like, dress up and I'll, maybe you'll win this. So like people were like going to these costume stores and like getting these costumes. I just, for one, I wouldn't spend like, I don't know how much money they spent, but I probably wouldn't spend any type of money for a chance to win.
That just tells you how
Right.
much people are willing to go through to get on camera.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
cleaned out racks.
They could have just joined our organization, like
Right. And I'm a journalism student, so when I pull my camera out and nobody wants to talk to me, it's like, oh, okay, you do this for her, but okay, whatever. I'm in the classroom with you. We are equal, but whatever. So, another topic, just switch gears. Russia has banned lace underwear. Actually, it was Russia, Belarus, and Kazakhstan. They're banning lace underwear, not because it's racy or anything, but because of a health regulation. They're saying that clothing in contact with the skin has to be at least 6% cotton. And they're basically going to stop production come July. So, for one, how are they going to enforce this? Because
Damn it, that's what I was gonna say.
yeah, no, go ahead. Cause
Oh no, I was just gonna say like.
Aerie sells lace underwear that's 100% cotton, or maybe 95 and then 5%.
But there's a lot of
spandex.
airy gaps, probably. Yeah, I'm just.
But so does Victoria's Secret. I don't know.
I just feel like in order for them to enforce this, they're gonna have to violate some
Strip 'em.
some privacy rule. Like you can't just be like, oh, well, it looks like you got a little lace there. Come here, let me see
Oh,
what you got
God.
over there. Like,
I don't
how are they gonna do this?
I mean, I'm not sure if they're gonna. It's the kind of thing where we're gonna be stopping people on the streets to like check their underwear. It's just, they're just gonna stop making lacy underwear, and for whatever reason that is. I mean, I kind of have a hard time believing that it's the 6% cotton against their skin kind of thing.
My thought is how many people are going to purposely wear lace underwear now?
I wonder if they're gonna just like cut the tags off. Like you don't know if this is 6%. Like how are you gonna?
But it's lace. It looks like lace.
That is true. I don't know. I mean, maybe the ban is more like we're not gonna make it anymore. We're not gonna sell it anymore. If you have it, okay. I mean, underwear can't last forever, and I hope that you're not wearing underwear that's within a few years older. But I just.
That's on my underwear.
I used to have some Batman.
Not the Batmans. Well, everybody has their cartoon character underwear. It's fine. All right. So everybody knows it's the beginning of March. We all know what that means for U of I students. That means unofficial. What do you guys got planned? What's going on for unofficial this year? I know, every year we get the emails, obviously telling us, don't do that. But
I'm going to class all day. I don't know what you guys are doing.
I don't have class on
Parties?
Fridays, so I'm probably gonna nap.
Well, a lot of unofficial events start Thursday night.
Oh,
So
that's
Those people are
dedication.
purely
Oh, yeah.
committed.
Yeah, into
to
those
do that.
dedication.
Can't handle like unofficial bleeding into the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, I've never been one to, the whole. First of all, getting up early, 7 a.m., 9 a.m., whatever, to drink. I can't even get up for class on time.
Yeah.
So
That's how I feel. Like, if you're gonna wake up that early just to drink, then good for you, but not for me, because I'm not about that.
I feel like once you drink that early, you're going to be burnt out by like maybe 2 or 3. You're not going to even make it through the night. That or you won't remember it. So.
And I think the whole concept, I'm sure it's fun. I know I've done it, but the whole concept is kind of idiotic because everyone knows that everyone's day drinking.
yeah.
If you want to get away with it, do it on a Saturday when nobody expects you to. That's the fun kind of day
Well,
drinking.
no, they
I
were
think.
having
Nobody's-
a poll to say well, should unofficial be Friday and Saturday? And I'm just like,
they're just
Lord.
they're just trying to get another.
help us.
Yeah.
Well,
and I don't understand people who want to go out on unofficial either. I'm gonna party with my friends, the people I like to be around,
It's
Yeah.
and I don't want to pay cover.
Yo,
I
go
don't.
drink with your friends and have an awesome time getting drunk. That's awesome. Or don't, but
Yeah.
just don't, leave your house.
Well, at the
honestly.
same time, though, unofficial is kind of a genius idea. Whoever thought of it, if you can only imagine how much money the county makes off of this, how much money the bars make off of this. It's
Yeah.
not just the students; it's the businesses. that.
They up it to like $10 cover at least.
Oh yeah, for
Not
sure.
about that.
Oh,
And the fact that people are using this like holiday as an excuse to just go all out.
And the drinking tickets, you got to remember, they'll be really
yeah.
glad to give
Boy,
everybody a
coming in that
drinking
day, yeah.
ticket.
I just had a meeting with the cops earlier for my fraternity, and they said they got like 100 cops on the streets of campus all day, which means every corner you're at, there's gonna be a cop.
I
And he's probably
remember-
gonna round somebody up.
I remember, I think it was Unofficial 2 years ago. The cops were outside of the dorms, just kind of like lollygagging,
loitering,
standing
yeah.
around, and they will they will come up to you, be like, "Are you okay?" And like I wasn't, drinking or anything, so I'm like, "Yes, get out of my face!" Like I was a freshman, so I didn't know what was going on. I'm just like, "What's wrong with these cops today?" Like they're
I
all
thought
over.
I was okay.
Right.
Oh my God.
Do I
that
not
reminds me,
appear?
Last year, I think the Champaign police, I don't know if they still have a Twitter or if they don't, but I just remember following it just for that day because they took a picture and they're like the first arrest of the day.
No, I think they do still do that, and if they do, we will definitely get those cop tweets, and we will have those on the show next week for you guys if we can find those. So we've talked about businesses tweeting a couple of episodes ago. I don't know if you guys remember with the whole pizza. Show your
They're no
goodies
longer.
they're no longer exactly.
Yeah.
They are no longer because of that. But I mean, hey, I'm looking forward to Unofficial every year. It's just nice, even if you don't drink or anything. If you're sober and you go out and just watch people, it's just as fun.
That's
It's
fun
a
too.
great people watching time, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing is like, if you're gonna drink, go drink. If you're not gonna drink, have a happy Friday. But don't be that person that goes home on the weekends, just to like avoid.
I did that
Oh,
once.
yeah.
Not to
Always
avoid
feel
it. I was
bad.
sick.
Yeah.
Unless you have an actual legitimate reason.
Right. Yeah. Well, we want to encourage everybody to just be safe at this time, especially, if you're going to drink, obviously just don't drive. Have a designated driver, and definitely if you're about it, if you have a mission to get sloppy drunk that night, just take it on foot. And, be cool about it. It doesn't have to be, you don't want to make news. You don't want to be that kid that's in the email that everybody gets and it's like
Or that we're
somebody got
talking about
injured.
next week. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh.
Yeah.
don't be that kid.
Hopefully
be
that won't
safe.
be any of us.
All right. So
We also have a clip though.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
For the
Pack Your Bag.
For the pack your bag. Yeah. We're gonna be showing you guys exactly what you need to survive Unofficial. We've got a couple of goodies in there. Some things you probably have on you, some things you probably won't think about. So stay tuned for that. Also, let's talk about this Olympic Village orgy. Okay, so apparently there is a I don't even know what to call it.
Olympic Village orgy.
Festival.
Yeah, I think that
Olympic
was-
Village orgy, yeah. So like when the Olympics come around and all the athletes are there and they're there to compete, there's a strong sexual connection between.
Well,
I
everyone's
guess
beautiful. I mean,
I-
come
It's
on,
the
yeah.
most athletic people in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why
These
would you
athletic people
not?
are real good looking too.
Yeah.
I mean, usually. I mean, one would imagine.
Well, I'm just saying, sometimes they're not.
Yeah, you do have
We
that.
have a couple of bad apples, but so we have all of these athletes that are gathering up. They're beautiful people gathering up together, trying to not make more beautiful people. They have I don't remember how many.
I think it was 100.
100,000 condoms, right?
Oh,
100,000.
Just 100 condoms.
Yeah,
100
y'all got one go.
100,000 free condoms that they have available, and apparently the number of condoms goes up every year, and every year they run out. So.
It's like a challenge, really.
Right. I feel
intense.
like they get there and they're like this mission, like, okay, this year they got 100,000. That means we have to have this much sex on this many days, and we're gonna make them run out. And
And
it's
the
probably
whole-
like it's probably
yeah.
like another competition. It's probably like another competition. I bet.
And I bet the whole place smells like pheromones or something. So like,
Ew.
everyone's probably getting all rabbity and
Oh my god.
You're rabbity.
yeah, like rabbits.
That's-
Breathing, like, too much, too much.
I hope.
Not
Well, I don't know, but yeah, I I would be afraid to just be in the area and just to, what if you're just there to enjoy the Olympics, and they're just like, oh, hey, I got this,
Well,
free
once
bucket
their
of
portion of
condoms.
the Olympics are done, they're like,
Yeah. You either have sex to like celebrate or you lost and you have sex to,
Make
sell it yourself.
well, that or like look at the amount of like self-control that they have, and then it's just completely gone once they're done. Like the the
True.
strict diets. You hear a bunch of them like Michael Phelps or is it Gabrielle Douglas? They're like, oh, I had McDonald's right afterwards, and then it's not even just like a
And they
burger.
went to
It's like a
bone.
whole thing. So
It's like binge sexing.
And sex.
Binge sexing. Good luck with that.
Good luck.
Good luck with that, competitors. I wish you the best of luck in all the competitions that you're in. So, Cory, I hear you have some comments to make about this weather we've been getting.
Okay, welcome to our first segment of Let Me Bitch Real Quick, a segment where we are going to complain and be negative Nancy's for 60 seconds. We're going to time it, yes, and then get it out of our system and move on. So, timer at the ready, and we are sick of this weather. I know people don't like it when people talk about weather, but I've had it. I have freaking had, my lips are chapped, my hands are dry, I feel like my face is about to fall off when I'm walking to class. I'm over it. And is this winter ever going to end? Because I really don't care for that it's March, 3rd now? And I still have to bundle up in a freaking parka. And don't give me that BS that, oh, you live in the Midwest, you signed up for this. No, I didn't. I did not sign up for the frickin' tundra. I did not sign up for wind chapping my face and killing my skin cells. Like, this is not what I'm about. And if anyone else thinks that they can handle this, then I want to see you do it without a coat, because I doubt it. Also, the cold air is leaking through the windows. People have had their windows freeze over, door handles freeze over. You tell me we signed up for that. Tell me. Because I didn't. Where we at? How much time we got? Because I'm...
5 seconds.
5 more seconds. Mother
hate the
Nature, get it together. Done.
Fantastic.
Was that enough? Did I cover all my bases?
yep, I was gonna chime in, but I was like, nope, you covered it.
Oh, I didn't even talk about how I get
And
so
that was
hot.
this week's 60
job.
seconds of bitching. Thank you, Cory. I appreciate that.
I do what I can.
Well, that's going to be all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more episodes of See You Week every week. Make sure you tweet us. Make sure you Facebook us. Follow us everywhere. And we will see you next week.
Hello to you and welcome back to See You Weekly. We have director Chris and lead cast member Brian here to talk to us about the musical Rocky Horror. Welcome to both of you. Thank you for coming by.
Thanks for having us.
So, can you tell me a little bit about the synopsis of the musical?
Sure, Rocky Horror Show is about a couple who get engaged and they're about to tell their friends about their engagement. So they gotta go on a car trip, and all of a sudden they get a flat tire. So they see this huge castle and they think it's like a Frankenstein's castle. So they go to the castle and they meet all these weird people, including Brian's character, Dr. Frankenfurter. And then they find out that Dr. Frankenfurter is creating a man. He's sewn a man together who basically, his name is Rocky, and he wears a Speedo, and that's about it for the whole thing, golden Speedo. And you find out that these people who live at this castle are transsexual Transylvanians. So it's definitely it's definitely a fun experience with androgyny and gender bending and all that stuff. And basically there's a big love triangle with like 5 people, so I guess it's like a love pentagon or something. And they trade partners and all that stuff. And then we find out the secret of Frankenfurter and his friends. But I can't tell you about that because they'll ruin the surprise.
Completely understandable. So I'm aware you guys are doing a little twist in there. Can you tell me a little bit about your adaptation of the musical?
Oh, sure. The Rocky Horror Show is often performed in 2 different ways. They'll sometimes put the movie, the cult classic movie, on the background, and the cast will shadow what's going on in the movie and act it out identically. And then there's also live theater versions of it where there's no video, and the cast and the direction actually get to create their own adaptation. And so that's kind of what we're doing. one of the cool things about the live show is that there's a lot of audience participation. So you can buy goodie bags at the door of Canopy Club where we're going to be performing. And in there'll be rice or confetti, so that when at the wedding scene, you can throw it out at the cast members as they walk by. As we have a huge toast, someone say, I would like to toast, and then you can throw a piece of toast. So there's a lot of fun things that you do, including yelling out certain things for certain actors. Like there's 3 characters that if you ever hear the word Brad, you have to yell out asshole. And if you're Janet, you have to yell slut. And if you ever hear Eddie, you have to go shh. So it's really fun to be part of the experience of Rocky Horror.
Absolutely. So, based on everything you said, I'm sure it takes a lot of work. So how long have you guys been rehearsing for?
We have been rehearsing since January 26th. And we started auditions the day before school started in the spring semester. So it's been a really busy 6 weeks already.
I can imagine. And so Brian over here, he's the lead cast member, correct?
Mhm.
So can you tell me about your character for me, please?
Okay. I play Frank,
Okay.
and he is a doctor,
Okay.
and he is creating this man who is actually played by my best friend, and he's to me his sex slave, basically. But his sex slave doesn't want him, so he ends up like freaking out. But he's sweet transvestite, so I'll be wearing fishnets
Okay.
and my mom's boots that are very risque. So I don't know, that was a story from another time, I guess. But it'll be fun. It's been an adventure. My comfort zone was like this big, but now it's like a lot bigger. It's an adventure.
So how did you create your character? I mean, you said that you're going to be wearing these tights and these boots. How did you get into that comfort zone? How did you create this person?
I don't know. I've been to my fair share of drag shows, and it was just like tapping into it. And like when I was younger, like I'm a dance major now, so like when I was younger, I was like would strut around my basement to like Pussycat Dolls, and so it was like a channel into like 7-year-old Brian strutting to Spice Girls, which is something I shouldn't commit to on air, but that's that, and that's what I've been doing, and it's been fun, and yeah.
What's your favorite part about rehearsing and getting ready for the show?
The cast is great. They're all really fun. Like I said, my best friend is my sex slave, and that's cool.
You don't get to have that all often, do you?
No, actually, no. You don't. And I don't know. There's fun dancing. There's fun singing. Great people. It's cool.
So you mentioned, I mean, you did too, that basically the show is going to be very sexual and sort of that stuff. So how are the characters warming up to the role? How are they getting into, being very sexual with each other and, like you said, having them as sex slaves? So how were they warming up to that?
It's really cool, the process from going from complete strangers to being on stage pretending to have an orgy. It's been a lot of fun. We've done a lot of cast bonding. In rehearsals, we would sometimes have to choreograph exactly what they're supposed to do. Like, there's a couple sex scenes in there that it was really interesting being the director saying, okay, and now you are going to, okay. But other times, it's more of a looser direction. So like our choreography would be like, you 4 are going to circle around Frank, and you are going to use your hands and use your body on him to create this atmosphere. We've been going as a group to C Street on Wednesdays after our rehearsal and staying there for 3 hours just having fun and dancing with each other. And that helps us feel a lot more comfortable with each other, with ourselves, with our sexuality and everything.
So how do you feel about that? How is that different from what you're usually used to?
Well, my usual day starts off like ballet and modern, and then I go to rehearsal where it's like grinding and just like sex, dancing, and it's interesting, but it's an adventure, and I don't know, I'm having fun, and
That's wonderful.
C Street's a great place to bond, and it's really like, I usually don't bond with people so fast, but I've been forced to like get rid of that social barriers, and I feel like it's been good for a lot of us. Like, we might have had social barriers, but now we've had no choice but to like abandon them, so it's kind of cool.
That's good. So I'm sure you're feeling really comfortable with all your cast members, and I'm sure now it's just like, okay, like,
Yeah.
let's get let's get some grinding into it, right?
Well, there's one fun thing that we do is our assistant director, Michael Paravano,
Okay.
he decided to have what's called sexy, unsexy dancing. Or what is it called?
I don't know. I'm not
Yeah,
ready for it.
okay.
I
Well, we take
actively
like
don't participate.
we take like a Let It Be a song that's definitely not sexy, but you have to make it sexy as it plays, and so stuff like that, just taking people out of their comfort zone to imagine themselves in a
gross.
new situation.
Pretty
Awesome.
gross.
So before we wrap it up, are there any dates that we need to keep in mind for the upcoming days?
Absolutely. Our performances are Friday, March 14th, and we're performing at 7:30 and at midnight. And you're welcome to stay in between because our band will actually be playing a nice set in between of music that's very similar to the 70s, 80s, 90s type stuff. So that'll be a lot of fun, and we just love to see you anyone who wants to come. And you can get tickets at canopyclub.com. So that's probably the easiest way
And
to
how
go.
much are they?
They're $11.
$11.
Mhm.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for coming here, gentlemen. I really appreciate
Thank you for your time, Andrea.
Thanks for having us.
it. Thank you.